our staff room. Today, my team members and I are going to be talking about the shared model, and it comes from chapter 5. We have Miss Beingessner, Mrs. Harden, and Mrs. Hill, and I'm Miss Henderson.
So what is the shared model exactly? The shared model involves two teachers of the same grade level working collaboratively to create an in-depth unit. The point of the shared model is to integrate two distinct disciplines or topics together. This is done by teachers partnering up and conversing about the priorities of their respective disciplines. This communication helps each side to develop an understanding of the curricula and find overlapping concepts that can then be used as organizational elements for the whole unit. Through the process of using the shared model, teachers are capable of creating an integrated unit that is rich and engaging for their students. And that is possible through the recognition of content overlap, but also shared elements within both disciplines. These other elements can be concepts, as previously mentioned, or they can be topics, skills, attitudes, standards, and habits of mind.
So what does it look like? In the shared model, cross-subject teachers partner to plan an in-depth unit of study. For example, let's take art and social studies. The teachers will begin by having a conversation about what they each teach in a selected unit of study. The shared model is based on sharing ideas that come from within each discipline. The key is to look for common concepts, topics, skills, attitudes, and standards. Teachers find overlaps in subject matter. The shared model is an inductive approach because the concepts result from shared elements rather than the introduction of a theme from the outside.
So what does this sound like? The basic model of a shared curriculum includes planning models that are already in wide use. For example, in a self-contained classroom where one teacher is responsible for multiple subjects, they may plan the science unit on simple machines and their social unit on the Industrial Revolution, under the guiding idea of efficiency to connect the two subjects. This shared concept then becomes the organizing umbrella. When using this model, teachers will ask each other questions such as the following. What concepts do these units share? Are we teaching similar skills? Do the two units have shared ideas in terms of concepts, skills, attitudes, or standards?
So with the shared model, there's advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages are, it's easier to schedule common planning time as it's a two-person teacher team getting together. The overlap of similar discipline provides deep learning and transfer of learning of concepts for students. It is an effective first step towards using more integrated models that involve the 4 major disciplines. So the disadvantages are, it still requires planning time with another colleague, and you need to be flexible, you need to be willing to compromise, and you need to have the ability to work as a team member.
So how do we integrate this? A great way to examine integrating units is through the use of a Venn diagram. Let's use the subject science and its unit on photosynthesis, along with language arts and its unit on interviews. Teachers will want to identify what overlaps between the two subjects, specifically what concepts, skills, attitudes, and standards photosynthesis and interviews may have in common. In this case, teachers may identify the concept of cycles, the skill of sequencing, the attitude of respecting the environment, and the standard of analyzing data. After distinguishing what are the common topics, the teachers can begin creating their shared model unit around these objectives. The shared model is a cooperative design that also acts as a stepping stone. Teachers may gain experience through working with a coworker and integrating units, becoming better equipped to tackle working on more complex integrated units that involve 4 disciplines working together.
All right, thank you very much for watching our video. Here are the references that we used, and thank you.